Alright, y'all. Here's what it is today. Had one of my members asked me to make this fish, and for some reason I made it once and he got deleted. So we're going to do it again for her, because that's what we do in here. She will be at tag if you want to check her channel out. She also does some live streaming and stuff on her own. She will be in the description. But today we're going to broil whiting fish. That's all I'm about right now. I'll get back to you right here in a second. Alright, to everybody watching. Fish is good and thawed out. We're going to take about 4 tablespoons or a half a stick of butter. We'll melt that down. All of our fish are going to be marinated in that butter, more or less. That way when we put it right in this pan, she's already got the butter on it. All we got to do is add the seasonings and the other things. Alright, y'all, we got all our fish going in that butter bath, coming right over here and laying right down. An aluminum foil your pan, or you can spray your pan, or whatever you got to do, but I prefer just using it just like I'm doing right now. The butter is on there for nothing but flavor. It'll make it non-stick and make the seasoning attach better. That is the whole point of the butter. And everybody loves butter, so I don't want to hear you don't. We're going to lay all these out on here. We got the oven already turned on a high broil. We're going to let that warm up for maybe 10 minutes, maybe a little less. About the time it takes me to season these fish and butter, about all you really need. And we're going to put all of our fish mid-oven, mid-rack. You might keep an eye on it. Everybody's oven's a little different, but I'm recommending about 9 minutes. Never flip the fish, leave it completely like it is. We're just going to heavy season on one side. And we'll show you what the seasoning is here in a second. Some things just take a few minutes, that's the way it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. Cooking is not fast if you want it correct. Alright, so we got all our nice whiting fillets here. 24 ounces of meat. Alright, now that we got our 24 ounces of fish right here, we're gonna season these things. Everybody wonders how to season. You can do it a lot of different ways. But I'm gonna use Obey on this one. Not a big fan of Obey on everything else, but doing it for fish is not bad. You tell, we're going to heavy coat these, and these are thin fillets. The thicker the fillet is, just think about it, maybe you might need to add more seasoning. The way that works, we're going to kind of heavy coat this on top. If you don't like a lot of seasoning, don't use a lot of seasoning. We're going to take some Italian seasoning. We're going to sprinkle this on there, like we got good sense. Get something out of this team. Everything's going good so far. So we got Italian seasoning, Obey seasoning, and I like a little bit of garlic on everything. I don't know, it just seems healthy for what they always say about it, you know. You can put anything on there. We got all kinds of seasonings over here, you know. Bayou seasoning, Cajun seasoning, Everglades seasoning, McCormick seasoning. You can do whatever you want. And the final touch to this situation. Alright, now we're done that. I'm going to put a little bit of orange juice on mine. Most people, 90% of people prefer lemon juice. But I'm going to put a little bit of orange juice on mine. It's got a little bit more sweet flavor. It kind of goes real good. I've learned that it's different. Some people never tried it. If you would like to try it, you've seen about how much I put on there. You ain't going to overdo it. And that oven now has been on broil for about 10 minutes. So let's see what we can do here. Alrighty. Got up to a pretty good temp. Fish was thawed and everything, pre-seasoned. We'll go ahead and put them about mid-rack. All you got to do, check on them in 9 minutes. And then we'll make 2 sides. Alright, I figured I'd do a little voice over here, just say something a little different. We took a, let's see, bag of Brussels sprouts and we put it in there, the ones you normally steam, and we got 2 tablespoons of butter melting down right now. They came with salt and pepper, pre-seasoned, you know. Going to be good. We're going to get them going right here in a second. See what's going on. Oh no! Alright, we got that butter melted down. Go ahead and put these Brussels sprouts in here. I'm going to turn it out to probably, oh, you see it over there. About a little over medium. The key to these is we're going to leave them just like that. We're not going to turn them. We're going to try to get them a little scorched on each side. We're going to leave them like this. However many minutes you think it's going to take, I assume maybe 4 to 5 minutes, and then we'll have a brown coating on one side before I roll them. To me, it gives them very good flavor. Alright, it's been about 4 minutes since we put them Brussels sprouts in there with just butter, and they came seasoned with salt and pepper. Now, before I flip them, I'm going to add some McCormick steak seasoning to them. I don't like to do it at first because for some reason this seasoning does not do well in a frying pan. I'm going to do a kind of a light dusting. We'll flip them over. Just starting to get that little bit of brown look to them. We'll let them sit there another 4 minutes and they should be done. Alright, it's been exactly 9 minutes on these fish. Let me take a look at them. Oh yeah. Woo! That's with you. They have come out wonderful. Now while they're like this, I like to do one other thing, but that's because I am a cheese-aholic. As soon as I find it, I like to take some regular old granulated Parmesan cheese and light dust the top of it. But that is just me. You don't have to add that. So they broiled for 9 minutes on high, mid-rack, 24 ounces of whiting fish. You remember how we season them, everything. Now these Brussels sprouts been cooking 4 minutes on one side before we stirred them. Then we added our McCormick steak seasoning. Now we're going to stir them one more time, and they are done. You see what I'm talking about? They were starting to get the brown marks on them, just like you want. The fish is beautiful. It's going to be delicious. Now, I'm considering this to be a healthy meal. First you asked me to do this, wanted a healthy meal. There's only one other thing she could have put with it is rice. That would have made it even healthier. You know, like a white rice, a long grain rice, a dirty rice. You can buy the rice in the bags where you pre-make them, you know, Zandaran, stuff like that, prawn. We're going to make this plate up and show you what we got. This is a one full-blown, nice, healthy little meal. I could add anything I want to this, but you're just doing Brussels sprouts by themselves with a little bit of cheese going on top of them also. See, now that you've watched in this far, you see that we can add cheese to everything. Alright, we got some sharp cheddar cheese here. We'll sprinkle that over top of these Brussels sprouts right now. Alright, let's add us a few of these fish on here. Phew! Won't you do it? Meal is very, very healthy just by itself, but you can put another side to it if you would like to. Really good. Let me show you what we got. This is your end up healthy meal right here. The cheese will melt down in just a short minute. But your Brussels sprouts got beautiful color to them. Plenty of McCormick steak seasoning. Your fish broiled out nice. They taste wonderful. To the ones that's out here that like my cooking videos, I know it's not going to be long beard, but that's okay. We did the best we could do. Broiled whiting, fried Brussels sprouts. Healthy meal for a healthy person. Don't worry, after this I'll get me a bowl of ice cream anyway. Alright, man. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Thank y'all for stopping in and checking out how to cook this fish.